Hi there, everybody. I was just noticing my Christmas, we're in the last of January, but I enjoy the lights so much at night, and I've just left it up. My home, I'm by myself, I can do that. Today I want to talk to you about making mug rugs. I know a lot of you love mug rugs like I do. And I have a sister-in-law that, bless her heart, she thinks I can do anything. And sometimes that's not a good thing. She sent me a text and said, I need 5 mug rugs. She had knee surgery, and her neighbors, she lives out in the country, and her neighbors had provided meals for them for weeks. And she wanted a thank you to give to them. And she was going to buy a mug to go with each mug rug. Well, when someone gives you a theme, we don't all have that theme in our stash. It's hard to come up with some things. But I'll show you what I came up with. Hit and miss, I made the mark on some of them, and some of them I probably didn't. But I just noticed they're all just a little bit different sizes. But I want to show you what you can do with just a little bit of scrap and no pattern. No pattern. You don't need a pattern to make a mug rug. Set aside in your mind what size you want. And I like a 9-inch by 6 or 6.5. And I think that's perfect. Well, mine vary from 8.5 up to the 9. But that's okay. They're for 5 individual different people. Okay, the first category was chickens. Now, how many of you have chickens in your stash? It's, I happened to have, I looked for days, and I happened to find well, let me show you. This piece right here was every bit just this size. This is all there was, and there was like three different chickens. So that was my starting point. And I cut that out, and I was able to get the 6.5 on the first chicken. And then I cut the other chickens. It was the same size as this, but I cut it down and put a solid piece up there. And it's I guess you call that kind of like little polka dots. And I wanted the 2 different chickens, and I wanted them facing each other, and it worked out just great. But you take what you got to start with, and I cut this one out, and then I just measured the difference to figure out how much I needed for that solid piece. And sewed these 2 pieces together, and then sewed this together. And then I wanted it to be, at least, when I said 6.5 by 9.5, I meant my starting base to be 6.5. But I like to put about 1.5 inches more to make it at least maybe 8 by 9.5. Or 8 by 9, or 7.5 by 9. It's a good mug rug. Plenty of room for the cup and maybe something else. So I put 1.5 inches over here and 1.5 inches over here to get my, well, this one is a shorty. This is only 8.5. And I forgot and didn't put my brown thread in the bobbin. But it's okay. No, she's not going to turn it over and use this one. She's not going to be able to. But I thought the binding complemented it real well. So that's the chickens. In your comments, you can tell me whether I hit the mark or not. Well, the next category was sunflowers. Oh, my stars, I have no sunflowers in my stash. But I found a piece of country theme, barns, and I found a piece of that And lo and behold, up in one of the corners is a group of sunflowers. So that's what I could come up with. And to get all of the sunflowers, see, I had to cut this a lot wider than the 6.5. But that's okay. You're making your own mug rug. And then I found this yellow. I thought sunflowers, you need yellow. I could have gone with red. I could have gone with anything. But I went with the yellow, and it has some black in it to match the house, the barn. And I wanted a solid black, but yet I decided on the plaid, whether that was the right thing to do or not. And then I did polka dots. Now, if you can see on my quilting, this is kind of like a chicken scratch, is what I call it. I don't know what you call it. But I did that on the yellow. And then I just did 2 lines and 2 lines and that for the quilting. Now, I didn't show you on this one. I did the diagonal and straight lines. And then on the here, I went a diagonal right there and one right up here because I had to have some kind of quilting right here. And so that's all I did was those 2. And I always do my, binding by hand. I just think it's, on a mug rug, I think it's what you have to do to make it really neat. So, there's the sunflowers. Good or bad, there's the sunflowers. Now, the next category was country. Well, country covers a lot of territory. It is, it's just a broad scheme of things. Well, I couldn't come up with anything. One thing I showed her she didn't like. And it was kind of a countryside theme and like the sunflowers, but she didn't like it for country. So anyway, I found some denim, or not denim, but what do you call that? Anyway, this is my country. Now this, my fabric, that's a little more than, I think that's a little more, or a little less than 6.5 for sure. So I had to put a border up there. And then I picked the 3, what do you call it, handkerchief print? What do you call that? I swear, sorry, old age. And I put the this on the back. And for my quilting, I just outlined with a decorative stitch all the way around on this, and then I just did some straight lines and straight lines over here. Didn't really do just a whole lot on this one. But that's my country for what it is. And then the next one was butterflies. Well, you would think that I would have had a lot of butterflies of some kind in my stash, but I looked high and low, and I made one that I liked, but it was just too small. So I found this piece, and I thought, well, it's bright and cheery, and it'll work. And I tried to pick up the colors over here that's in here. So I used pink and green and yellow. And did the same print on the back. Didn't do much. I did straight line right here. And I did my wavy stitch, my serpentine stitch on this one. And I just went from corner to corner and across and down. That's all I did. So, that's the butterflies. Now, the last one was cats and dogs. Well, the only cat or dog that I had was a little Scotty dog, black Scotty dog. And I thought, well, if they don't have a black Scotty, that will mean nothing to them. So I found this other piece, and this is my cats and dogs. This is bones and a paw print and a heart. And I told my sister-in-law, her name is Linda, I said, that'll just have to do because it's all I got. So I matched my pieces over here with the colors over here. And just when I measured this, I just figured out what size I needed for these 3 strips to make it a 9.5 or a 9-inch. And put my border up there to make it a good 8 inches. So see, and my binding, I just picked a brown out of here, kinda. And it's the solid over there on this side. And it's just straight lines. That's all I did for that. So you don't need a pattern. All you need is stash and get after it and make those mug rugs. You know, it's a good idea to have about 5 to 10 mug rugs on hand for small gifts that you need. You never know when you need just a small little gift that maybe is worth 10 bucks or under. And you'll give them away throughout the year very quickly. Okay, make those mug rugs and you'll make somebody very happy. Thank you for watching.